Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode on Patapon 2 Replay. Today will be a farming episode, so I will not be... Sorry, I heard a weird sound. But yes, I will not be continuing the story. I'll be doing some farming during this episode. I don't know if it will be a full hour. If it gets too hot or I get tired of the game before the hour mark, it won't. Otherwise it should be a full hour. Well, a full hour. It never is a full hour. It's like 50 minutes, but you know, a full episode. And the first thing I want to do is to go farm the Shuba mask, the better Shuba mask. So let's go do that. And for the better Shuba mask, it was the Tarantula egg. So we're gonna do the. It was the Tarantula, right? Yes, I'm pretty sure it was the Tarantula. So let's do the Tarantula until I have the best Shuba mask. And I think this team works well. Let's go with that. So that attack is a one-shot, but I don't yet have the Bonpata. I also don't have the thing that allows to avoid the big swipe on the floor, which I will have later. And I could wait to have it, but I might be able to get... So whenever she does that, it's gonna grab my Spearman. So maybe I should not have a Spearman. Maybe a Patapon? I don't like this one. Alright, and I think there's one more mask. Right, I think. After that. The Shubabia. Sure, let's grab the fangs. Good. I should have changed my max. And my class. That's fine. Waiting for me. I always screw up at the same spot. Alright. The yet better Shuba. The Shubabasa. Sure, I'll open this one this time. And all of these. Ooh, yellow! Yellow's good. Yeah, so I want to do it one last time because I don't remember if there's a better mask or not, but I do want to change. So I have the Shubaba, which moderate damage to those two so to avoid the hit, and attack speed 1.60 instead of 1.90. Then there's the Shubabia, grants the power of attack with animal-like speed, great damage befalls to all those poor souls, and it's 1 second attack speed. And then the Shubabasa grants the power to attack at fatal eye-blurring speed, foes won't know what hit them, and it's 0.4 seconds. So I think it's the last one, because if you go lower than that, it's difficult to go lower than that. So let's try again, but with this, and... Did I get a better spear? No, I didn't get a better spear, so let's try again with... I wanted to change the class, right. I don't think Archer is safe from it, so I am gonna try Patapon. Patapon with Friendship Lance, Evan Helm, and Friendship Horse, and Shubabasa, of course. Let's try that. Okay, Patapon with Shubabasa helmet against that boss is very effective. I start too late. I don't know why my brain wants to wait a second before starting. I hesitated. I almost got it this time. Nope, gave me a fang. So yeah, purple. I guess I said random material. It's not necessarily random. I think it gives you a purple at first, and it might give you some other ones later randomly, but I think it has chances of giving you a purple, which is very good. Sure, I'll open this. I don't have enough for this. I'll open 2 of those. This one and this one. Wow. Alright, so I think that's what I wanted to do here. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to do here. Actually, before I leave, I'm gonna change class back to Archer and do this. Now, what I want, ideally, is to farm a bit of cash to then play this game a lot, and then upgrade my pawns, my Patapons. Keeping in mind that there might be stuff to find in the different stages. So mist over Rocky Mountain. It's not misty. I feel like unless it's mist there, it's not really useful for me to go back there. I can always try to defeat some bosses again. Poison Skewer, Angry Mochichi, Invincible Dragon Majidonga, which is a special boss in this stage. I can do some hunting. I can do some fortresses. What is my goal? What do I want to aim for? I think I want to aim for making money. How much money do I have right now? I have a fair amount of money, so I'm gonna play a bunch. And I need more stones. And for the stones, I either need to do the Dodonga a bunch, or I need to do the yeah. I think it's the Dodonga that I am gonna have to farm a fair bunch, because I have no way of getting stones yet. I might actually give me a second. I want to look something up. Come on, Google. How do I unlock the minigames? So... it's defeating certain bosses, for example. If I want... Okay, interesting. Alright, I'm gonna try to unlock the minigames. I think I'll work towards that. So if I wanted to unlock the minigames, what I need to do is... Did I not tab back in the game? Okay, I'm back in the game. I need to do the Centura a few times, so I'll start with that. Sure. You know what? I'll bring all of these guys. The O in pawn Looks like an egg. And that's all I have to say. So you can see that Archer with the max attack speed goes a bit crazy. It's a Reign of Arrow when it's on his own. Alright, so let's do that again. Central in the fog. And that should be one of the minigames. Build my miracle. Yep, that's okay. That's a mini game. So that's one. Then it's the cannon. Then it's bosses I don't have access to yet. So there's another mini game I can get now, and then the rest is gonna be for later. Okay. I'll do that. Plant that. I'll be back. For that one, I might... Let's see if there's anything special, actually. Mist over Rocky, Central, Poison Skewer, Angry Mode, and that's the Magidonga again. Climbing Fortress. Okay, so it's this one. Training Obstacle Course. Enter the cannon fire to break through the wall. It gets harder on second and third time, but if you can clear them all, you might acquire a precious item. What did I think when I was doing it? I think I remember that I should avoid bringing spearmen because they're exactly in range of the cannon. I think warriors are not necessarily in range of the cannon. Archers are not in range of the cannon. So instead of this, I might bring the Patapons. And I might make my guy, either I leave him as an archer, or I make him a Patapon. I think I'll do this. So Patapon warriors, decapons, and archers. Let's try that. Okay, no, I have to defend anyway. Okay. That's the first of the 3 challenges. Oh. There's a thing there. Okay, so I want to go further here. Okay. So I want to do it again and go further, basically. I guess I'll do that now. This seems to work well enough. I'll keep this team, but I might bring more Patapons. I don't think the decapons were doing that great. So let's do this again. Let's just see that there's nothing special. Oh, there's mist here. I think I'm gonna do that first, because it's a resource that I cannot really get any other way. Yeah. So let's do the mist over Rocky Mountain. Probably want you to be a spearman for this actually. And then I want to get rid of you two. Bring these. And these. And do this. Cool. Fuck the pretty dance. There we go. One level completed. I got myself some apple cider, but that has added mango and raspberry flavor in it, and it's really good. Alright, so I did that. Now, let's go back to the cannons again. I mean, it's misty again, but I just did it. It's fine. Let's go back to the cannons and just make sure that there's no new bosses or anything. Alright. So, trying obstacle course, enter the cannon fire, break through the wall. It gets harder on the second and third time, but if you can clear them all, you might acquire a precious item. Let's try that. So, I guess it didn't matter actually. I could bring the Yarupons because where they're shooting depends on what kind of units that I have with me. But the Kibapons would probably do a good chunk of damage, but also the Megapons might do a good chunk of damage. Because they do magic damage. Or something. For sure I want the Patapons. Because I need to defend. Was it useful as a Kibapon? It might have been more useful as a Yumipon. Let's go with Yumipon. Let's get him the Bow of Friendship for maximum damage. Like this. And let's try with that. A red potion. Okay, and next time it's gonna give us whatever is in there. So either a juju, a new song, maybe a new memory. I don't know, but I want to do it again. The Megapon were not good, mostly because of the fact that they are mid-range, so they take all of the cannonballs in the face directly. So yeah, I might go for the Kibapons. I think keeping the Archer hero is good. Archer hero with Speed Mask is incredibly strong. So I'll do that, and I'll just switch to the Kibapons maybe. Anything special over here though? No. Okay. Training obstacle course. And replace that by the Kibapons. No, I won't keep them. Give maximum stuff you can to them, and then to these, and then to these. Good. Let's do this. I forgot to switch back to attack. One too much. switch. So horses were not a better unit to bring. I think the Patapon did the best. Okay, you need to do it 4 times. And another potion. And then that. Whoa. Mighty fine horn. For a Megapon. I was not expecting that. I was expecting, usually in those you have an important item for the story completion. So it was or not important item for story completion, but it's usually either like Patapon memory, a juju, a song, a new song, or something like that. So I was not expecting just a horn. Evan Horn. Oh, it's a legendary weapon-ish, I guess. Legendary-ish weapon. It's like the Heaven Elm. Okay. Let's see. Those are the same minigames that you have seen. I will farm them a bit between the streams. And I guess at the beginning of the next stream/episode for YouTube, I'm probably just gonna show off the different levels of these 2 minigames. I'm not gonna progress the story, I'm just gonna be farming, kind of like what I just did. I'll be just fighting the bosses on repeat, I'll be doing the plains on repeat, I'll be doing not the plains, the hunting grounds. I'll be doing the minigames on repeat to get some materials and maybe unlock more of these. So let's see, could I unlock more? I could unlock more here and work my way towards better ones, so I'll do that, I guess. Oh wait, that's a memory, isn't it? It's a memory. Oh, they have 2 memories attached to them. Yeah, this one has a second memory over here. So I need to grab this one. And I unlocked the Robopons. Okay, can I unlock this? Yes. Because I think that gives me the Toripon! Okay, that's the best unit ever. I'd be working on that probably as well. So where is that? Oh, this one has another memory here. So that's where I need to go. Sure, let's unlock stuff on the way to there. And I unlocked Rarepon, freezing rate and freeze resistance grow gradually. Yes, but I unlocked the Maopons. Okay, so I'll be working on creating those units as well, I guess, between the stream. Can I already make some Toripons? Yes, I need cabbages, which I just got the minigame that allows you to get cabbages. So I can make 2 for now. But I will be working on those. I forgot there was another memory in each of them. And I didn't realize until now. I'll create some Robopons. Robopons are not necessarily bad, I think. They're pretty good melee units when you want to do a lot of damage. They would have been good against the towers. The cannon towers. And Maopons are good magic units, but I need Kasu Seed, and I don't know how I can get that yet. Okay. Okay. Alright, well that's what I'll be working on. As you can see, I've got this, which is a lethal Patapon. Unlock his mighty fighting skills by leveling up. 20% resistance against sleep, and 1.2 attack speed, so this is a very good one. And this one is one of the best Patapon fighters, however, he'll need to level up before he unlocks his killer instincts. This is good for, I believe, melee units. This is good for semi-ranged unit. And I don't remember what this one is. I think this one is like the ultimate one. But I think you need all of the different types. So let's have it. Oh, you need these 3. The first form of the ultimate Rarepon, they take half damage from everything except fire, ice, and electricity. Their handling of fire elements improve as they level up. So this, the Gyaba, is the strongest form of Rarepon, and that's probably the one I want to unlock for all of my Patapons, and then level up. And until then, I guess my best bet is to level up the normal Patapon. Speaking of leveling a normal Patapon, is there like a... I don't know there is a maximum level, but I don't know what it is what I wanted to say. I'm gonna unlock that, because my goal is to unlock all of them, and then I just need Adamantine and Demon Fang to unlock this one. Which I can farm, that's fine. Cool, so this is the end of this episode. Thank you, YouTube, for watching. It has been a full episode. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was just farming, and I hope that you have a good day, a good evening, or a good night, depending on when exactly you watch this. I'll see you in just a few days for another episode. Goodbye, YouTube!